everybody, I am Red Mario 13 Anaki, and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid. When we last left off, we had, what did we do? We finished, we witnessed Sniper Wolf dying after we finishing her off. Then we did some stuff, we went back and got some rations. I went ahead and went back off live and stocked up on all the ammo I need. But before we go on ahead towards the underground maintenance base, the final leg of the game, let's show off a few last things before we do that. As you can see, I'm actually back at the heliport. There's a good reason for that. I hope y'all can see and hear everything just fine. I hope the stream is looking good. We're gonna see how long this goes, how well this goes, how long it lasts. I don't know, but we'll see. Let's go. I hope it's all looking good. I hope y'all can hear me too. As you can see, I'm using a different headset because my other one is not working right. But let's read the mission log. To stop the launch of the new type of nuclear warhead, Snake must use the detonation code emergency override key at the underground maintenance base up north, or destroy Metal Gear itself. Snake fights Liquid's High D on the roof of the communications tower, destroys it, and then heads to the snowfield to the communication tower's B. Sniper Wolf is waiting for him. After defeating her and witnessing her dying and her death and stuff, now he heads for the underground maintenance base beyond the blast furnace. Alright, let's get to it. Let's see how long this goes for and how long this lasts. Let's see. I don't need any equipment on, but I guess I'll equip the gas mask. Why not? Just for fun. And we're gonna go ahead and damage Snake a bit with the C4 first. There we go! So we can weaken him so he can die to a Claymore. There's one thing I want to show off with the Claymore here. So let's do it. Maybe two. Let's go. Okay, now we want to actually equip the box. Let's see. And I'll equip C, why not? Alright. Let's go. Yeah, basically what I just did was, I set a Claymore down, equipped the box, and then ran over the Claymore with the box equipped. As you can see, nothing really happens. If you run over the Claymore with the box, all that really happens is the box will just disappear, and Snake will die, so it's like nothing really happens, basically. The game auto de-equips your box when you run over a Claymore with it equipped, so there you go. Alright, and there is one more thing to show off before we go for the underground maintenance base. Let's see, let's wait for that guard to get over here. I don't need my weapon equipped right now. We're gonna take a snapshot of a guard here. Let's do it. There we go! And if you want, you can save your photo and you can do some stuff with it, but there's not really much you can do with it, really, so there you go, right? Alright, and just for fun, we'll go on a Claymore rampage, okay? Before we go for the final area. I guess that's all of them. I got them all. Okay. Well, that was a good Claymore rampage. Alright, now we'll kill Snake just for fun. There we go. Okay. But yeah, that's basically what happens. Okay. Now let's load up our save file again, and let's actually do the game. Alright. Yeah, just a few things I wanted to show off before we go for the final area, so... But now we can progress onward. And I'm actually going to take the cargo truck back because, well, it's faster that way. But before we do that, let's wait for this guard here and try to kill him if we can. Or just wait for him. We don't really have to kill him. I think we'll just let this guard go. Alright. Okay. Well, there is one more thing I want to show off before we go on ahead. There's one last thing I didn't show off, so let's go ahead and kill Snake again, real quick. Or actually, you know what? Let's equip the Nikita launcher here. Let's show it off here.
I heard something.
Let's show off what happens when we fire a Nikita around a goal. You see that? Yeah, if you fire a Nikita missile around a guard, they'll see the missile and they'll get alerted at it. So there you go. You saw him looking at that missile, right? Okay, now we'll progress on this. It took like 8 minutes to show all that off. Okay, now we're gonna progress onward, actually. Let's do it. Alright, let's go. This time, don't get spotted. Let's see where that guard is first. It's over there, okay. Where's that other guard at? Oh, he's over there. Okay, okay, now we can get through. Let's go. Cardboard box C, there we go. Alright. Let's go.
Is this all there is to load? The snowfield north of the towers, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's head onward to the final area of the game. At last. Of course, I am gonna have to use another chaff grenade here, but that's okay. I can do that. I've got plenty of them. Okay, we're gonna equip our Nikita launcher. We're gonna need it soon. Let's go! Let's destroy that, there's something we want to destroy in this room right here. And that is this right here. There we go. That should do it. Now we're gonna get across the catwalk here. Yeah, basically if you destroy that thing, you can basically just get by it easily, not having to worry about getting hit by it. Because if you get hit by it while you're on the catwalk, guess what happens? there he goes. Okay. Wait for him to go up the stairs there. Or, okay, just wait for him to go there. Okay, that works. Let's go. Okay. If he carried the elevators down there, so there you go. Ow! That hurt. I don't have a ration now, so I'm gonna have to get one back sometime. But not right now. Alright, let's go. Cargo elevator. Let's go. Huh?
There he is.
Crap! Ambush. Trapped. Damn. Well, we better take care of him. Let's go. Goodbye. And you're gone. Yeah, just knock him off the elevator. That's how you take care of him. I could have used the claymore, but yeah. Alright, let's go. Alright. There's a claymore around here somewhere, close to the elevator. There it is. And if you care, there's a few more over there, so, yeah. But we're good. Alright. We're gonna try to finish up the game today. We'll have to see if we do or not. We'll have to see. Huh? What's that? Ravens? Well, if we want, we could kill the ravens here, but I actually like these guys, so I'm gonna let them live. And if you kill some of the ravens here, well, you can get an extra line of dialogue from another character coming up. So,
Snake.
But, nah.
I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
Naomi?
What about her?
Is this conversation secure?
Don't worry, the monitor's off.
Okay.
What's up?
I was in the FBI
What is it about
too,
Naomi?
you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI,
Yeah?
and then going undercover to investigate the mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
What?
What did you say?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie about it?
She lied.
She might be a spy.
Now, how is that
Ridiculous.
Come on, even a high school student could see past it. The head of the FBI at that time, Edgar Hoover, he was a well-known racist. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah?
Well, back then, there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960, in Chicago, not New York. But you better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying, and that ninja. Too many strange things are happening.
Are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Now there's no way she's working with the terrorists.
If I find out anything, I'll call. In the meantime, be careful.
Oh, yeah. Okay. If you say so. Alright, we're already almost at the underground maintenance base. We're almost there. Finally. Metal Gear, here we come! Let's go. Before you go in here, make sure you have a sufficient amount of claymores, C4s, grenades maybe, Nikitas, and stingers if you really want the easy way out. Okay? If you run out of stinger missiles, you can go back to the armory south, way back at the tank hangar, and the level 6 door, right by the level 4 door where I got the camera. You can find some stinger ammo, and chaff grenades there too. So there you go. But alright, let's go. I plan to use claymores here, so, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's go. That's a lot of ravens you got. Wherever it is. Who's that? Hey! I recognize that guy!
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road.
That's right, everybody.
Right,
the guy
friends.
from the tank gunner is here.
Listen, they agree. Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world.
My favorite Fox Hound member of the game, too.
Sometimes
I like this guy.
wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
But that was no true battle.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it wasn't. You were just in a tank.
The Ravens and I were testing
I want to fight
what
you.
kind of man you were. The judgment is decided. The Ravens say you are a true warrior.
Am I hallucinating?
Well, you don't know that yet, Raven. You haven't actually fought Snake. So.
I can't move.
The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins.
Now, don't bother trying to use FAMAS, PSD-1, or any of your normal weapons against this guy. It won't work.
Inuit and Japanese
So there you go.
are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I.
I don't have any.
And you basically need the body armor here too, or you just won't make it.
Ravens and snakes are
Because
not the
his
best of
weapon
friends.
is
Nevertheless,
no
you will
weakness.
make a
His weapon is
worthy
not a
adversary.
weak one at all. His weapon does a lot of
You live
damage.
in Alaska too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics?
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck duck eating contest.
He's got a Gatling gun
Yes,
like
you are
Barrett
right.
from Final Fantasy
But
VII.
there is another event that I excel at. It is called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake! Ours will be a glorious battle.
I wouldn't call killing
This is
glorious.
It's just plain
Raven.
killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if there's iron in your words.
We'll see how much iron you have, Raven, for boss time! Ow. Ow! Where is he? There he is, I see him. Alright. I got number 2! Still don't see him. There he is. I didn't get the right path. Well, there's a death. Yeah, that's how tough Raven is. Yeah, he's pretty tough, especially if you don't have any rations. I almost had him there, though. I did almost have him there. Let's try that one again. Ow! Yes! There! Well, there's 2 deaths. 2 deaths. I'm trying to keep him. I'm trying to keep the path on him if I can. That's what I'm trying to do. With just claymores. Finally.
Just as the boss said, it is my existence.
Yes!
Which is no longer needed in this world.
I find the best way is to try to stay on the outer areas of the warehouse and try to set claymores in his path. But what I was trying to do was I was trying to memorize his path, which I have written down here, to where he runs, and set claymores in certain spots in his way so he hits.
Mother Earth who bore
so, it's best. The best thing you can do is learn his path if you're using claymores.
I will be watching you.
Which I was doing.
Understand?
But if you want the cheap way, use the stinger. The stinger, you can basically see where he is no matter what.
Take this security card.
As well as firing at him.
Open that door.
But 3 attempts, that's not too bad.
You are a snake which was not.
And I used only claymores.
You and the boss.
Claymores do damage him the
You are
most.
from another world. A world that I do not wish to know. Go and do battle with him. I will be watching from above.
Okay. You must be
First,
talking about
I'll give you a hint.
Huh?
The man who you saw die before your eyes.
Huh? Who? Baker? No, it's actually the Darpa chief he's talking about.
That was not the Darpa chief.
Well, if you haven't figured it out, everybody, yeah, that was not the Darpa chief,
A
actually.
member of Fox Hound.
It was Decoy Octopus, yeah.
He was a master of disguise.
If you remember, when we found the Darpa
He
chief, he was
copied his
inside the
subjects
torture
down to
area.
the blood.
So there you go. Yeah.
So he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself.
So it was Decoy Octopus, the person that master of
But he
disguise.
wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death. But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
Yeah, why?
That is the end of my hint. You must solve the rest of the riddle yourself. Snake, in the natural world, there's no such thing as boundless slaughter. There's always an end to it. But you are different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has
Oh
no
man,
end.
Raven dies now.
Each step you take
Bummer
is
that
paved
Raven
with the
has to die. I
corpses
actually
of
like
your
him.
enemies.
Actually like him.
Their souls will haunt you forever.
Raven and
You
Sniper
shall
Wolf are my two
have
favorite
no
Fox Hound members.
peace. Hear me, Snake. My spirit will be watching you.
Oh, and I still have a little bit of health left too. Nice. I'll be getting more rations and health back eventually.
Snake, it's me.
Huh?
Master.
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi?
Colonel, is Naomi there?
No, she's away. She's taking a short nap.
Oh.
So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we'd better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr.
What?
Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi
What?
Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists?
I don't want to believe it either, but she is working for Fox Hound.
So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Different group? It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest.
What?
What?
She's betrayed us. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
I don't know if she's a
nothing.
spy.
Have you let her in on some kind of vital secret or something? Does this have anything to do with the mysterious deaths of the Darpa chief and the Armstech president?
I have no idea.
Anyway, we cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her, we can't complete this mission.
I
Yeah.
knew it. You're hiding something.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Snake, give me some
We
time.
don't have time for
I
that,
don't have
Campbell.
any time left for you.
We have to get to where Metal Gear is now. Stinger missiles. Oh, more of them, alright. Very nice. We got a good set now. Anything else that we have to get around here? Anything else we can find? Let's see. Oh! Aha! Yes! There we go. Now we're almost at full. And I'll just let this one sit here. Alright. Anything else? No, I guess not. Alright, let's get out of here. We now have level 7 security clearance. Alright. Let's go. Chaff grenades, awesome. So one, so we can get by all these gun cameras here. We're heading into the final area of the game at last. Oh, I don't need the camera. There we go. I mean, I don't need it equipped. I just showed off taking a photo. Alright, and let's equip our Stinger for now. Keep the body armor on. Here we are! Metal Gear. Looks like they finished building it too. Oh, that is a monstrosity. Let's go. Huh? What's there? Oh,
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
Yeah?
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking.
I'm right in front of Metal Gear.
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're
A little
already
too quiet, actually.
They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
Going up. Hey Art, how are you doing? You missed the Raven battle. But we're nearing the end of the game, so...
Snake, I did it!
You got past security?
Bingo!
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
What about
So
Baker's
what about the
files?
PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
Yeah.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear
What is
this.
It's a stealth weapon.
Invisible?
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
Yeah, we
This
kinda
thing
did.
could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think that data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? You still have it?
No. Ocelot took it from me.
Damn.
Yeah.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the
At least we
detonation
survived
codes,
this
they should
torture.
be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Yeah, don't stop looking. There's one guard in our way coming up here, so we have to kill him. There we go. I'm gonna drop SOCOM ammo. Not what I wanted, but I'll take it.
Snake!
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the Darpa chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Orc. No, there's Liquid and Ocelot.
Okay,
What are they doing here?
I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
Yeah.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for
Looks like they're
Chernarton, Russia?
ready.
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid. But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our
President's kind of
demands.
already dead.
Big
Liquid.
boss's DNA and $1 billion. $1 billion?
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox dye vaccine in our demands.
Fox dye. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either.
She was
Perhaps
younger,
due to
though.
those tranquilizers she always took.
Wolf was like 20
Something to do with the
25.
adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this fox dye was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the Genome Soldier's brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours!
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is entered again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The Darpa chief and the Armstech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Also,
Let her
I
live.
survived
She's
your
Campbell's
torture.
niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
So you basically can't kill her, Ocelot. I survived your torture.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the President was talking about? It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead
I only
is
have
active,
one of the
you
3 keys,
deactivate it.
Otacon.
And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got one of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What?
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures.
So it's 3
The
keys
key is
in
made out
one,
of it.
huh?
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is
So
actually
and if
3
you haven't
keys
figured
in
it out,
one.
everybody, yeah, that is true.
Can you
We
see
have
the
all
input
3 in
terminals
1.
in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to
Yeah,
a
this
different
whole time
key.
we had all 3 in 1.
Input the keys in order from left to right.
Right, okay.
The left one's for the room temperature key.
And yeah, you
The symbol-
cannot go from, you cannot,
Next to that goes
you
the
have to
low
go in
temperature.
that exact
The one on
order.
the right is the high temperature key.
Only that order will
Okay,
work.
I got it.
Left,
First,
middle,
I
and
change
right.
the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that? Damn! The key fell on the drainage ditch.
Now we have to get that card key.
Snake!
Huh?
This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
We better get that card key back.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
Yeah, and we've got an ambush waiting for us, too. We've been spotted. Let's go. I'm almost out of claymores too. Gonna need more. Not that I'm gonna use them. In fact, I probably won't even use them because there's almost no enemies left. So, no bosses left. I mean, I could kill them with guards with them, but I do need some rations too. So I'll be going back and getting some of those eventually. So. Let's go get that card key now. It's in the water somewhere. Nothing there. What about over here? SOCOM ammo. Bombaz ammo. Bomb! Uh-oh! Crap! A bomb! Throw it away! Throw it away! Probably over here. There it is. If you get spotted like 5 or 6 times the entire game, very few times, or some small amount of times you get spotted, a rat will have actually stolen the PAL key, and you'll have to get it back that way by killing the rat. So there you go. Fortunately, that didn't happen with us, so we don't get to see that. Now we have the PAL key again. Now we can get back up there. Let's go. Need more health though, so I need to get more for the final area. Or for the final boss, I mean. SOCOM ammo, not what I'm after. Alright, before we go in there, we're gonna want to use the chaff grenade because there's cameras up there and we don't want to get spotted. Alright. PAL key. Yep. There we go. Alright, let's go. Alright, a ration! Yes! Gimme! Thank you! Now I can breathe easy. Alright, now we have to take the PAL key and change the shape and color of it. we're going for the low temperature key now, so let's go back to where we fought Raven. There we go. I'm still good on stinger ammo, so I don't really need any right now. To change the color of the key, we want to stay in the area and run around with it equipped. So there you go. There we go. Now we can go back. Farmhouse engine, not what I'm after.
Confirmed.
All right.
Awaiting Palco number 3.
Okay, there goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
There's only one place where we can do that. That is the blast furnace, where we destroyed that weapons disposal crane. More ammo, not what I'm after. Better put my body armor. There we go. need to get another ration too. Get my health back. I need to do that, so. Careful going back to the warehouse where you fought Raven now. Because this time around, there are guards there. Better equip my SOCOM. There we go. Alright. There he is. And I got spotted, just like that. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Hey, Relic, how are you doing? I gotta kill that guard, not just shoot him. Try that again. There we go. No ammo though, so. Oh, there he is. I want to get some rations before I go for the blast furnace. There we go. Alright. We're gonna try that again. I gotta get some rations here. Gotta get some rations. Gotta get my health back. There he is. Okay, I see him. No ammo. No, I'm not after ammo. I don't need ammo, I need rations. There we go, there's a ration. That's what I need. I need another one then. Luckily, these Arctic warfare genome soldiers here have a good chance of giving rations. So, there you go. There we go. Yeah, I just need one, well actually two more to have full health, so there you go. There we go! Alright, now I just need another one. Oh, there's 3 guards here. Wow. 3. I didn't know there were 3. Alright, there we go. Ration. Yes. clear now. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Now I'm back to full health. Alright. On back to the blast furnace. It's back to the blast furnace at last. Oh, and another thing I didn't mention, if you kill enough of these ravens long enough, eventually Campbell will call you and beseech you or something about it, so yeah. It's like, hey, stop killing the ravens. Kind of like with the rats earlier, so there you go. Huh? Oh, it's Master.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
What is it?
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the
Something
DIA
tells me
recently
this is
developed
not
a
Master
new type
Muller
of
that's talking
assassination
to us.
weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Right now.
Snake, have you ever heard of
Something
something
tells me
called
this is not
Fox
Master
Dye?
No. Fox Dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Armstech president and the Darpa chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
Nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry
Yeah,
about.
we have to stop Metal Gear.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Yeah, we have to stop Metal Gear. Yeah, and that's all there is to it. Okay, now I can get some more claymores around here, so we're gonna do that. Not that I'll use them, but they'll be there, so. Just crawl around, look for claymores. There we go. Not that many around here, I don't think. Farmers ammo. Oh, there's a claymore over there. And that's all of them. Okay. So we have 6 of them. Okay. Let's go. want to equip our PAL key too. We're gonna need it equipped in the blast furnace here. And there's one thing I didn't show off in the blast furnace either. Let's do that real quick, if I can. Well, actually, two things, but let's see here. Let's go over here first. Ow. Alright, if we go over here, get in there, thank you. Come to a secret area. If you didn't get the body armor earlier back in the nuke building, it would be right around here somewhere, as well as some ammo. So there you go. Okay, now let's show off killing a guard in this area here, if I can. Let's see here. Alright, let's do it. If I can. Alright, let's do it. Here we go. If I can! Come on! Didn't mean to do that either. To do that. I'm trying to throw him in the lava if I can with this Nikita.
What was that noise?
Oops! Didn't mean to do that either. Okay, we're gonna try from way over here. There we go. Now we should be able to do it. Gotcha! Gotcha! And he's done. Our Palki should be hot by now. Alright, let's go. As soon as we can get by this guard here. Let's go. Alright, let's get out of here. And let's get back to the underground maintenance base now. Still got plenty of health and I've got a ration, so I'll be good. I'll get full health back after the next part too, so. Oh, don't equip it though. There we go. Alright. Equip the body armor. Might also want to save my game too. After I get to back to the warehouse. $2. Alright, let's pick them up. There we go.
Snake.
Naomi!
Can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
Oh, man.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Fox Hound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you.
That's all he lived for. I'm sure of it.
He wanted to feel the moment.
No.
He wanted to relive the moment.
Tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
We gotta stop Metal Gear.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't?
No.
Oh.
You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation.
And who was it?
I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi?
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
Campbell!
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi?
Put her back
What did
on.
she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Yeah, you kinda
Snake,
did.
there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Well, yeah, but still. There we go, there's a ration. Pick it up. Yeah, we should be good now. Alright, let's go. And yeah, good idea to go and pick up the Stinger ammo here too. Over here. There we go. We should be good now. Let's go. We're heading for the final little bit of the game now. Final area. Well, we are in the final area, but you know. We're almost there. Let's try to finish up the game today if we can. I don't really need any more ammo or of anything, so now. better equip our gas mask. Well, we gotta use the PAL key first, but yeah. Alright. Put the final PAL key in.
PAL code number 3 confirmed.
All 3 in.
PAL code entry.
Alright! We did it!
Detonation code activated.
Right.
No. Why?
What? Oh no.
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Oh crap.
Thank you,
Master?
Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What?
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the Darpa chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation.
I kinda knew that.
In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the Darpa chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine. To me, their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
You're not Master
Who
Miller.
are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master
I
Miller.
kind of figured that out on my own, Campbell.
You're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days.
3 days?
I didn't know because my codec link with Master was
So
cut off.
before the Raven battle?
But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
Wait a second.
So who is it?
Snake,
Inside the base?
you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid!
Liquid? How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Crap. We better put that gas mask on now. And call Otacon. We can't call anybody else, there'll be no answers. So.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock
Yeah,
here?
we're kind of
I'll
trapped in
try.
here.
Just hold on for a minute.
Well, hurry up. Otacon?
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the
Do
door.
it, open it, open it! Ugh. Now we can breathe. Right. Oh, there's Liquid. We better get ready. Make sure we're prepared. Better save our game. Make a final save here.
Snake?
I need a save, Mei Ling.
Do it for me, Snake.
Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go after Liquid. gear now. Got our ration, got our body armor, got our stinger. We could use chaff grenades, but I don't plan to use those, so. At least not here.
Liquid! Snake! Did you like my sunglasses? You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
Yeah.
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Armstech president and decoy octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox dye.
Fox dye? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed.
Well, now
to the
we have no
virus.
choice but to destroy
It's
Metal
true
Gear.
that the Armstech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes! Yeah!
And now we really have no choice. Ourselves.
Your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon!
We're gonna have to destroy Metal
Consider
Gear.
it an honor, a gift from your brother. Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century.
It's moving.
Snake, we're gonna have to destroy it. There's no other way.
How do I stop it?
Well, you could use use your chaff grenades to confuse it and not make it stop from using its missiles. But we can do it without doing that, so. And we have our Stinger launcher. That's what we need to destroy it, Stinger. Going after Metal Gear now. And in theory, if you ask me, everybody, the easiest final boss in the entire game. It's ridiculously easy. It's not even hard. You're about to see why. Snake, we better destroy Metal Gear. Let's destroy it. For final boss time! Alright, we want to stay near it and let it use its purple beam, get a distance, and shoot it. And that's how we do it. There we go. Face me. Got him! If you get a far distance from him, he'll use his missiles to get you, and his missiles do a lot of damage. So, yeah, don't let that happen. Stay near him.
Did that do it?
We destroyed one of the arms. So, can't really see us, I don't think.
Nice try, Snake!
I don't think it's fully destroyed yet, though. Great Fox!
Hurry! Get away!
Great Fox!
The name from long ago. It sounds better than deep.
Where'd you come from?
So it is you.
You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back to hell!
I think our job is done.
Why?
Yes, Snake.
What do you want from me?
I am a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this.
Yeah, you might want to let
What
Snake
about
handle
Naomi?
Metal Gear.
She's hell-bent on
He's got
taking
the
revenge
stinger.
for you.
Naomi.
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister, but every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it. There you are! We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving!
Great Fox, no! Stop! You can't stop it.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox,
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
He destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
What? How?
Now!
It's no good.
Well, I haven't figured it out. Well, everybody, you actually cannot shoot the stinger.
I can't do it.
The game won't let you, so there you go.
I can't do it.
Neither Julie alive.
It's no good. I can't do it. No. I can't do it. It's no good. I can't do it.
But soon.
It's no good. I can't do it.
It will finally.
It's no good. I can't do it. No. I can't do it.
Can't shoot him. And Fox dies.
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Now we have to... Alright, now we're gonna destroy Metal Gear for good. Let's go.
Foolish man! He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself.
Oh, really?
Die!
Let's go.
There you are!
Ow. There you go. Yeah, face me. There you go. Ah, gotcha! Ow. Come on, stay straight. Stop turning. There you go. And you're done. Haha.
Snake! I'll crush
You're
you.
done for, Liquid. You're done for. It's over. That's the end of Metal Gear. We destroyed Metal Gear. But Liquid. Huh?
as usual, a snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution.
You can actually look around in the places in this scene right here, so
doesn't mean
if you use the control pad.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You
no, we kind of don't.
So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation Special Forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The genome soldiers?
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments! 1991. The Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool! They're a complete failure! We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you.
Really?
Look behind you!
Meryl!
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Okay.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel,
Campbell,
answer me.
Meryl
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation.
So.
He's on his way there by AWACS.
What
I
for?
need to get her away from that
bomb the
timer.
place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What?
Oh, crap.
Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, He's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How are you gonna do that?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Oh yeah, we
Are you
kinda
sure?
are on a
It'll be
time
bad for
here.
you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing?
Campbell?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the
Yeah,
Colonel?
what happened?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has
Jim
been
Houseman.
relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the Darpa chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the Darpa chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data.
I don't have it anymore.
Donald was supposed to bring it back.
Also,
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live.
Crap.
Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike.
You know, we could both just get out of here right now, Liquid.
You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle.
Well, now we have a final hand-to-hand combat with Liquid.
It will be the time limit for our final battle.
Time limit?
This
3 minutes.
nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
And we have to take out Liquid before the timer reaches 0, so... And this boss fight is a joke, so...
If you win, you might still be able to
Liquid
save
has
her.
some, we have an attack that Liquid cannot use.
Could enjoy
that we can
one
use
brief
against
moment
if
of
we
love
need to.
Before the end.
And I'll be sure to show that off, so...
If you
But
cross
most of the time we
this
just have to
line,
punch, kick him,
fall.
so there you go.
At this height, it will kill even you.
Let's take him out. Liquid versus Solid. Solid versus Liquid. Here we
How
go!
about you, Snake?
And I die! Yeah, if you get knocked, if you go off the edge, you're gonna die automatically, so there you go. So yeah.
Have at you, Snake. Nice shot!
Ow.
What's wrong, Snake?
Ah, and I died.
Better hurry. It's going to blow!
Just like that.
Have at you, Snake.
Another one.
Have at you, Snake. Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake? Better hurry. It's going to blow!
Yeah, if you haven't figured it out, you can actually flip him too, so that's pretty handy. That's something that he cannot do. So there you go. He can't do that.
Have at you, Snake. Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake?
almost got him. Oh, and I died.
You're out of time.
Nope, didn't quite get it. Almost had him. Almost had him there.
Have at you, Snake.
Nice shot!
What's wrong, Snake?
You're out of time.
Yeah, if you use your flip move in combination with your punch kick,
Meryl.
that works pretty well against Liquid. So there you go. I was trying to do that.
Meryl?
And looks like Meryl's alive. We saved her.
Snake, is that you?
Well, of course she'd be alive because we
Snake.
survived the torture.
Oh, you're
so
alive.
There you go.
Thank God.
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl.
Switch the scenes because
It
we're at
must
the end
have
of the
been
game now. We have Meryl.
Well,
with
it
us.
wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my Kodak.
Huh? Is that Campbell? Oh, it's Otacon.
Snake, it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
Yep.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
Well, of course.
I got some bad news, too.
Oh, yeah.
We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay
Whoa,
here.
Otacon, don't
Are
stay.
you crazy?
Don't stay.
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Oh.
Good. Don't die on me.
Don't die.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Alright.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Unfortunately, we don't have any rations.
Thanks, Snake.
So there you go. We're gonna have to get through this without the rations.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, we might want to get moving.
What about him? Where's Otacon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Yeah, we gotta get moving. Come on. We better get moving.
Meryl.
Come on.
Snake.
No.
Whole place is gonna blow. It's a load-bearing box.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up. Hurry! Looking good, Snake.
Let's get out of here. Fast.
Hurry!
Alright. Save the game, if I can. There we go.
Snake, they've placed the colonel under arrest. I don't know what I should do. This will probably be your last save.
I'm going to miss those proverbs of yours.
Yeah.
Snake.
Mei Ling, I have a favor to ask you. Make a hard copy of all the codec conversation data up to this point. I want some insurance.
Yeah.
Okay, Snake, leave it to me.
Okay. And we're gonna save. And there we go.
Snake, please. Be safe for me.
Okay. Alright, let's go. We're out of here. I don't have any rations, so it's not gonna be easy.
I'll drive.
Okay.
Damn!
Crap!
Silence camera.
Alright, leave the guards to me.
Damn, no keys. Alright, keys. I got it, Snake. Jump in.
Alright. Out of my way, guards!
Snake, hold on!
We're gonna have to make us sprint out of here. We're gonna have to block it out of here.
Here they come! We'll never make it! Okay, Snake, let's go!
Not out yet, though. There's more guards.
We're not out of the woods yet! Here they come! We'll never make it! Snake, clear a path!
over yet!
Liquid!
Oh, now we gotta take him out. We'll keep driving. KTK, Janie, how you doing? Use first-person view mode to aim better. So there you go. All right, we did it.
Meryl, are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead.
Is he? Unfortunately, my PC can't run those emulators, that emulator, so, and I don't have a PS2 or PS3, so, I mean, I have the emulator for PS2, but my PC can't run it, so there you go. At least not effectively can't, so I won't be able to do those games right now. And not for a while, so. So I won't be able to do Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 right away, no, unfortunately.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The next game I'll be doing is actually
has been arrested.
It's actually a horror survival horror game.
I was able to get
on
into
the same
contact with the
emulator,
president.
EPSXE. So
Metal
there you go.
Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense.
That's actually what my
alone.
next two games will be.
Acting alone?
So.
What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base.
Right next time.
Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Yeah, she's alive.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake.
We did kind of
Snake,
save her.
I'm sorry, I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand.
Yeah, I play a bunch of JRPGs.
Roy, are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry.
As for live streaming
I've got
them,
an insurance
each
policy,
JRPG I'd kind of do is like a
copy
special
of
kind
all
of
Mei
thing,
Ling's
so
data.
that still won't be
as long
for
as
quite
I've got
a while,
that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be
we're
fine.
getting there. I've got
the battery
next,
on these nanomachines will
I've
run
got
out
the next
soon.
2 games.
They won't be able to
first
follow
up
us.
ahead.
I guess we won't meet again.
And
Don't
then
worry.
after that, we got. I'll do my next special live stream game after that, which will be my 33rd.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to
I
talk
do have
to you
some Final
face to
Fantasy
face
6 on my
about
channel
that.
there.
How is she?
Basically, the rest of
Don't
that
worry.
game. So
Mei
there
Ling
you
is
go.
with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
The
Naomi.
PlayStation version. So.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him.
Thank you, TK Gainey, for the sub. Thank you for becoming part of Cosmo Canyon.
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
I got all of Gary's rages in that game too.
Naomi.
He had 253 of
from
them.
Fox Die
something
too.
like that. 252,
What about
253 somewhere around.
When am I gonna
So,
go?
I got every last one of
That's
his
up to
rages
you.
in that game.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
And now we can sit back and watch the ending and the credits.
Each person is born with
If
their
there's
fate
time, that
written
is.
into their own genetic code.
Hopefully there will be.
It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life.
So Liquid Snake
I
died.
finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was. Where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were, and I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live, Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live.
Yeah, always choose to live.
Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children.
Oh, there's our snowmobile.
Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works.
Right there in the
Loving
cave.
each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
And what do we get for saving Meryl?
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it.
Yeah.
As a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Yeah.
Huh?
Next live stream?
Until today,
I'm not sure yet.
I've lived only for myself.
My Twitter
Survival
is there in my
the only
channel,
thing I
so
cared about in my life.
So if you have to check there. That's the best thing you can do to try to catch my next one.
I only felt
Is
truly
check
alive
Twitter.
when I was staring
tweet
death in the face.
whenever I live stream.
know.
So
Maybe
live
it's
stream
written
times
into my
vary, so I never know when my next one is until I
What
tweet
about
about
now?
it. So.
What do your genes say about your future
Basically.
now?
I also upload
Maybe it's
too.
time
So.
I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
You said it, David Hayter. That's right, everybody. That's the actor's name for Solid Snake, David Hayter.
Where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
That's right.
Okay. So where
That's
to,
his real
Dave?
name, David Hayter. H-A-Y-T.
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
Best Solid
new
Snake
purpose.
voice actor if you ask
Will
ever.
we
If you ask
find
me.
it?
We'll find it.
Definitely the best.
I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
I think you
Come
will
on.
too, Meryl.
Let's enjoy life.
Yeah. Always. And we are out of here. In the 1980s, there were more than 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all times. Total destructive power amounted to 1 million times that of the Hiroshima Army. In January 1993, START II was signed, and the United States and Russia agreed to reduce the number of deployed strategic nuclear warheads to 3,500. And as of 1998, there still exist 26,000 nuclear warheads in the world. I didn't control that text, by the way. It went on its own speed, so there you go. But, wow! That was Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation, everybody! Now we can just watch the credits roll. Watch the names and everything, everyone. And listen to the music. I'm gonna be quiet for this bit. not exactly sure what they call that music right there, but it's basically the main theme of Metal Gear Solid. Watch the cutscenes too. They show them in the credits too. The extra ones. So what did y'all like best about this game? What was y'all's favorite moment of it? What did y'all think of the game in general? Hard to believe I finished it just like that. Didn't expect to actually finish it today, but I did. I like that music that's playing. One of my favorite soundtracks of Metal Gear Solid in the game. Directed by Hideo Kojima. And now the final scene.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
The words of Naomi Hunter. Now we can see what our rank is.
Yes, sir.
The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive.
That right there, everyone, is Ocelot that's talking, by the way.
Fox should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir.
That one you hear talking, that's
all of
Ocelot.
Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the Darpa chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Let's see what our rank was. I got spotted a lot of times, so unfortunately. But that's okay. Our rank? Extreme, 9 hours and 28 minutes. 26 saves, 29 continues. Found 36 times. Killed 217 enemies. 44 rations used. Wow. But I got the codename Crocodile. And we got special items, camera, and bandana. Alright, well, everybody, that was Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation. That is the end of the game. We are basically, there's nothing left in the game now. That's it. The game's over. So, I want to thank you to everybody that joined, and to all the newcomers. If y'all liked this live stream, then comment, subscribe, rate, whatever. Anything that y'all can think of. And with that, I hope y'all enjoyed Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation EPSXE. And with that, I will see y'all in my next live stream game, which will actually be a survival horror game. And with that, I hope I will see all of y'all then. See y'all later.